Good evening, dear friends. Welcome to Newspaper Analysis Townhall. So today we will see this topic, Pakistan's role in the US West Asia calculus. And we will try to understand that despite being a Muslim country, why Pakistan does not support Iran. Why it is becoming a US ally. So let us dissect this topic. Here is a question. This is a learning outcome question for today's topic. Once we complete this topic, try to answer this question and write the correct option in the comment box. Please see this question carefully. It is about Guadada Port. Let us move on. Pakistan, Iran. So one thing to note is Pakistan and Iran are neighboring countries. Pakistan and Iran share 909 kilometers of boundary. On the Iran side, there is Sistan province, and on the Pakistan side, there is Balochistan province. So in this Sistan province, there is Charbahar Port is situated. Now in this 909 kilometers of land boundary, there are various trading posts between Iran and Pakistan. Iran is mostly dependent on import for food supplies. And there is lot of trade from these 5 trading posts that are there on the Pakistan and Iran border. And recently, before Israel has attacked Iran, Pakistan closed its land border trade post. Why? Because few days before Israel has attacked Iran, Pakistan Field Marshal Asim Munir had lunch with President Trump. This is very unprecedented. Now you can see that Pakistan Field Marshal is meeting Trump. Pakistan is closing its trade post. Israel is attacking Iran. So it all looks like a very coordinated operation. Now let us try to dissect the reasons why Pakistan does not want to support Iran. First, Pakistan being the only Muslim country which has nuclear power status, it does not want to dilute this status. If Iran also gains nuclear power, then apart from Pakistan, there will be another Muslim country that will have nuclear power status. It will impact Pakistan relevance among Muslim nations. Second reason, Pakistan is a Sunni majority country, while Iran is a Shia majority country. So there is a marked sectarian divide between Pakistan and Iran. You can see that there are Sunni extremist groups in Pakistan which attack Shia pilgrims who are going to Iran pilgrim site. So it leads to strain in relations between Iran and Pakistan. Now, Afghanistan is a very important strategic country Now both Iran and Pakistan are competing for influence in Afghanistan. So here also their interest does not combine, rather it intersect. And in 2024, the dispute regarding Afghanistan led to missile exchange between both countries. Now, if you see Pakistan contradiction, the policy of managed contradiction, on one hand, it is supporting Gaza. On another hand, it is trying to isolate Iran by supporting US plans. So as a Muslim country, it is a policy of contradiction. Now let us try to see why US is interested in Pakistan. When US has good relationship with various Arab states, like Saudi Arabia is its ally, Qatar, UAE, etc. It has very good relationship with India in South Asia. Then why it is focusing on Pakistan? Why Trump is having dinner with Field Marshal of Pakistan? What is the need? Pakistan, this United States, consider Pakistan as a partner in counterterrorism. Because earlier also when United States was fighting in Afghanistan in times of USSR and recently after 26/11 attack, not 26/11, after 9/11 attack on World Trade Tower, Pakistan helped United States. However, the irony is that Osama bin Laden was finally found in Pakistan only. So Pakistan always has a double standard. Right. So recently, US Central Command Chief praised Pakistan as an important partner in counterterrorism. Then another thing, that West Asia is a priority region for US. One, it has to protect Israel, that is there in West Asia. Second, there are Arab states which are allies, and there is a lot of investment from these Arab states to United States. Recently, Trump has secured the commitment of $3 trillion investment, and US wants to have a say and dominance in West Asia. Pakistan is seen as a partner which can help it achieve that. Now, Pakistan is seen as a logistical and geopolitical lever to isolate Iran. How logistical? Why? Because it has land border. There are trade route. So, with the help of Pakistan, US can choke these trade routes. US can close the border with Pakistan of Iran. So that is why US has interest in Pakistan with respect to current conflict with Iran. Why Pakistan is interested? Obviously, Pakistan is facing economic crisis. It requires loans. It requires aid. And US is helping it provide it. Recently, there is a IMF loan that is sanctioned and US has helped it. Second, it maintains the relevance in global politics through these maneuvers. So that is there in this article about Pakistan's role in West Asia calculus. Now let us see something about Guadada Port. So where is Guadada Port? Guadada Port is present here. This is Balochistan. So Guadada Port is present in Balochistan. Now Guadada Port is a deep water port. What is the meaning of deep water port? Deep water port are the ports where big ships can come. It means it has depth up to 30 feet at least. Regular port has depth up to 20 feet. But deep water port has at least 30 feet. And Guadar is a warm sea port. Obviously, this is a warm sea port located in Balochistan. Now, the interesting thing is the operational control of Guadar port is with China's company, China's government company. You can see this is Guadar, and here you can see this is Guadar port, and through this is Islamabad, and this is Kashgar, China. So how China is connected to Arabian Sea with help of this land route, which is culminating at Guadar port. Why it is important? Currently, China is dependent on this route for its oil supply. This is called Strait of Malacca. Okay, this is considered as a choke point, because if this route is blocked, then this supply shall be blocked. Now China has developed an alternative route, that is this, so that it does not have to pass through Strait of Malacca. If the supply is coming from here, it can directly reach China. So it will save cost, it will save time, and it will save distance. According to one estimate, 75% of the distance shall be saved once China begins using Guadar port. It is a part of CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Now CPEC, from India's perspective, is a threat to our territorial integrity, because CPEC is passing through Pakistan occupied Kashmir, which is India's land. Okay, so this was in today's article about Guadar Port. Guadar Port is important. A question in prelims has been asked. So try to answer the question. Try to answer this question. Guadar Port is geopolitically significant because, tell the correct options in comment. Now let us see this article. This article is about global warming. But why this article is important? This article is important because it has discussed some key terms. One is evaporative demand, and another is thrust wave. Now let us see what is evaporative demand and what is thrust wave. We are familiar with heat wave, right? We are familiar with heat wave. A few days ago, heat wave was there in region of Delhi NCR. But let us see what is thirst wave. Thirst means thirsty for water. Okay. Evaporative demand. Evaporative demand means it defines how much water will evaporate from given piece of land if sufficient water is available. What does it mean? It means that due to global warming, the temperature is increasing, Okay. When temperature will increase, what it will do? It will lead to evaporation of more water. From where this evaporation will occur? Water will evaporate from land. Water will evaporate from sea, etc. However, there will also be more transpiration. Means water will evaporate from trees, leaves, etc. It means as global warming is increasing, more water shall be evaporated and it will leave plant trees drier than before. It is going to have an impact on farming. Because more water will be required in growing season. Otherwise, crops will remain dry. It will have impact on agriculture. So this is a term which is still researched. So it can come in prelims examination. Now, thirst wave. Thirst wave means 3 or more contiguous, means continuous days of intense evaporative demand. It means 3 or more days where there will be so much heat that more and more water will be evaporated from land. This is called thirst wave, and according to researcher, it is being observed in United States and its severity is increasing. So this is also one impact of global warming, which you can use it in mains answers. Now, thirst wave depends on which parameters? It depends on temperature, it depends on wind pattern or wind speed, it depends on solar radiation, the amount of radiation coming from sun, it depends on humidity. Okay, heat wave more or less depends on these 2 factors. However, thirst wave depends on these 4 factors. Again, important for prelims. Now, third term that you must be aware of is evapotranspiration. Evapotranspiration means evaporation plus transpiration. What is evaporation? Evaporation is loss of water from land and water bodies. You can see here. And what is transpiration? Transpiration is loss of water from plant. Now, plant leaves store water in stomata. And water is evaporated from stomata. That process is called transpiration. Now, evapotranspiration is the sum of evaporation from water bodies, land surface, plus transpiration from plants such as trees and grasses. So that is called evapotranspiration. It is opposite of precipitation. Okay. Precipitation means when water is coming down to earth or land. Now let us see our third article for today. That is sorry state of South Asian economic integration. To understand this, let us first understand what South Asia means. Now, South Asia is a sub-region of Asia. These are the countries in South Asia. You know, the biggest country, India, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and then there are coastal countries like Maldives and Sri Lanka. And these countries are also members of South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, that is SAARC. It is a intergovernmental organization. Okay. SAARC was formed in 1985. It has secretariat in Kathmandu, Nepal. Currently, SAARC is dysfunctional. Because meeting is not happening. Why? Because of Pakistan use of terrorism as state policy against India. South Asia region consists of 25% of world population. It is 3% of land area, 25% of world population, and $5 trillion GDP, combined GDP of all these nations. Okay. In comparison, let me give you a comparison. European Union, 5.8% of population and $18 trillion combined GDP. You can see the difference by yourself. Now the article is saying that there is less economic integration. There are two kinds of integration. One is physical integration, where land borders are connected via routes, or countries are connected via sea routes. So in SAARC, physical integration is also not present. And obviously, economic integration is very, very less. Now let us try to see. SAARC or South Asia is a less integrated region. What are the facts? Intra-regional trade means trade between South Asian countries is 5 to 7% of their total trade. The total trade that they do with other countries outside South Asia. Now in contrast, European Union intra-regional trade is 45%, means EU members conduct 45% of trade among themselves. And 45% of what? 45% of their total trade with all countries. NAFTA, 25% of intra-regional trade. What is NAFTA? NAFTA is a trade agreement between US, Canada and Mexico. It means these regions are economically integrated. SAARC trade is, the trade between these countries is $23 billion currently, which is very, very below its potential. The potential is up to $170 billion. So see, very less. Currently it is operating at very less potential. Combined GDP we have told. Now what are the key hurdles? Obviously, the major key hurdle is trust deficit. For example, trust deficit between India and Pakistan. Why? Because the Pakistan use of terrorism. There are border conflicts. There are political hostilities. The trade relation between Pakistan and India has nearly collapsed in 2024. The trade is only around $1.2 billion. There is high trading cost. It means if one country, let's say Bangladesh, wants to trade with Pakistan, then it is costly. Then Bangladesh has to trade with USA. So the Bangladesh would prefer trading with USA rather than trading with Pakistan. It is due to trade barriers. Now what need to be done? Countries need to prioritize regional collaboration over bilateral conflicts, reduction in trade barriers, and creation of regional value chain. This is difficult, but obviously there should be revival of SAARC, which is very difficult at this point of time after Operation Sindoor. But from the global point of view, countries should think in this direction. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, you can comment.